Hello, precious people, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, bye. He's here. Say hi, Yogi. He is very, 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 very needy this morning. Who made you so needy? Anyway, I digress. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen Gerard. I am the president and CEO of Gerard Cosmetics. This channel is monetized for charity, which means that if you interact with the video, share the video, watch the ads, leave a little comment, you are helping two amazing charities in my area. The first is the Domestic Violence Center of Santa Clarita, and the second is Rescues on the Runway, which happens to be my favorite dog rescue. So it's always good to do something good for others. And while we're on that subject, if you are shopping on GerardCosmetics.com or WhiteandLightning.com and you use the code RESCUE at discount, you will get yourself a nice discount, and a portion of your purchase will go to help the dogs, which is amazing. It's a win-win. You get some new makeup, some teeth whitening, and the dogs get what they need. Yogi's very excited about that. While you are here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell so that you'll know anytime that we upload a video. Right, Yogi? He is very into this conversation today. At any rate, this is part 2 of my hair series. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the love on the first installment of my hair loss videos, and I am going to link that in the description box, as well as put a card up in the corner. So that video will be there for you to see how I lost my hair, why I lost my hair, and I may go into a little more detail about it as time goes on, but really I want to start getting into the meat of how I went from this, that you guys will see right now, to this in 1 year. So you can see, like, my hair is thick back there. Can't see my scalp anywhere. It's still all different lengths. It's still growing out. It hasn't really been cut. It's been, I've been kind of trimming the ends as they grow down to, as more hair meets it as it comes down. But I really haven't done much to it in terms of like styling, because there really isn't a lot I could do as it's still growing out. There's still chunks and clumps everywhere. And so I really wanted to kind of start with the tools that that I needed right away to, to start to get my hair condition back. And then we'll go into the products and supplements and things like that. So I really just wanted to give you some do's and don'ts in this video if you have hair loss. So one of the things that I did that I think was really huge was I stopped washing my hair as much. I have been washing my hair pretty much every other day. Until I was like 48, I washed my hair every single day of my life. So as I started to get older, it started to get drier and stuff, and it was like, okay, I need to wash it less. And so I wanted to do everything I could to wash it as little as possible, because the natural oils from your hair, I've already said in the previous video, my hairdresser advised me not to put oil on my hair because it's bleached and it would just make it break more. So I want to let the natural oils from my scalp build up, and the only way to do that is to not wash your hair. So the very first thing that I tried was the Olaplex. I have to say, Olaplex was a hard no for me. I know that people swear by it, and that it works great for some people. But for me, since my goal was not to wash my hair as often, the Olaplex made my hair feel extremely dirty immediately. And so I even had the salon treatment done, and it just wasn't for me. I ended up giving it to Julia. Plus, it is very, 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 very expensive. $28 for a little tiny bottle that is maybe 3 or 4 ounces, and you maybe get 3 or 4 washes out of that. It's not a lot. And it's $28 for the shampoo, $28 for the conditioner, and $28 for the repair treatment. And I mean, if you're going to go through a whole set of that about every 10 days, no. Hard no, that wasn't working for me. So I started using just a regular shampoo and conditioner. I tried some different ones, and when I do the product videos, I'll get into which shampoos and stuff I was using. But these are kind of the tools that I need to, number one, help protect my hair from further breakage, and number two, get me back on track, right? So first of all is a wet brush. You're definitely going to need one of these if you have hair loss. It is very gentle, does not tear your hair whatsoever. Sorry, hot flash. And it's amazing. And I've had this brush a little over a month. I purposely have not taken any of the hair out of it so that you can see how much hair has built up in it in a month. I am not losing almost any hair these days, considering that when you look at this was my hair a year ago, October 7th, and that was just from doing this a couple of times, and I emptied it like that 2 or 3 times in the span of 10 minutes. So you're gonna want a wet brush. Very, very, very easy on your hair. That is huge. Secondly, my hairdresser advised me not to use traditional hair bands, elastic bands or whatever. I always thought that they were pretty gentle, but she was like, no girl, they are gonna rip your hair way, way, way worse. And honestly, I mean, there was no way in the world for me to wear my hair down. I had so little of it that, I mean, it was comical. So I had to put what I had back, and literally, I mean, I would make a ponytail and there would be like a handful of little hairs sprouting out. It was really bad. But she had me buy these, and I ended up getting these from Amazon, which, by the way, I will, I'll put some links down below for these things. I became an Amazon affiliate. So there's some more money for the dogs if you guys use the links. So these little hair ties are pretty cool, and they make it easy for putting your hair up, and they really didn't tear out much hair, which is very, very important when you have so little. I will say one of like my favorite tools, girl, you gotta have it. I couldn't even wear a hat like the traditional way because there was no hair in the back. So I would have to wear it backwards, which, you know, I'm a little old for, but I made it work. I'll even put a picture here so you could see. It was bad. There was so little hanging down in the back that I needed the bill to hang down in the back so that people couldn't see how thin it was. But get yourself a hat, girl. That's important. When sleeping at night, I started using satin pillows or satin pillowcases. And so this one I actually got from Sephora, from one of the, I don't know, it was a 500 point perk or something. I don't know if they still have it, but this one's super cute with the eyelashes. I also have some that I got from Amazon, so I'll put those down below. The delivery people from Amazon were probably loving me that first week because everything was showing up at my door. I was just ordering things right and left. And then I got one of these to sleep in just to protect my hair because I really couldn't put it in. There was so little, like there wasn't enough to stay in a ponytail. And when I would wake up in the morning, my hair would be like every direction. I looked like Doc Brown from Back to the Future. It wasn't good, like because there was nothing underneath, so it would just all twang in every direction and stand up and stick out like this. It was bad. So this was really nice for sleeping in, so that because I get hot flashes in the middle of the night. So this helped keep me cool by keeping my hair off of my neck. One of the purchases that I made that week, I actually bought this the day before I left for the Philippines. And let me just say, under normal circumstances, I would never consider buying a hair tool that's $500 and some odd dollars. I do have the Dyson hairdryer, and I absolutely love it. It is the one that is the least damaging of all the hairdryers I've owned, and I have, believe me, had them all. And they also hold up really well, because I used to use the Farouks, but those die like crazy and they're expensive. So it's like, if you're going to spend $300 on a hairdryer and it only lasts 6 months, that's not good. So my Dyson I had for a couple of years, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this this one that has the interchangeable heads. So actually, it's a system that comes with multiple heads. So it is a hair dryer. This is the drying piece, and very, very, very gentle on the hair. It also has multiple settings for heat and for intensity. And then this one is one that I would use because my hair was so messed up that it wouldn't dry all the way. It would take forever to dry it. And So I would use this one. This is a smoothing tool, and you can just kind of brush, and I would use that on the top and brush from underneath and try to smooth, and that would make it so that I wouldn't have to use as many products to like style and make my hair look smoother. So this was huge. And then it also came with the curling wand part. I still don't have long enough hair to use the curling part, so I have no idea how this one works, but I have to say this tool, like I said, under normal circumstances would never spend that money, but if you could get even just the Dyson dryer, which is still an arm and a leg, totally worth it. But you're gonna look for a dryer that that does little or no damage, and that is gonna be huge. The other thing is that, you know, I still had events that I had to go to. I had a store opening a week after this happened, and in the Philippines, and I was like, oh my God, I can't go with no hair. And I had the little extensions that my hairdresser made me that made it look not so bad, but it didn't make it look good. And, you know, when you go to an event like that, you want to, you want to go all out. And my friend Josetty, I will link her down below. You guys, I'm sure know her. She's hilarious. And she had gone to Peru and been gone for about a month before that. And she's like, well, while I'm there, I'm going to have my hair person make you some hair. They're going to make you extensions. They're going to make you this. I'm like, Josetty, don't bother. I'm not going to wear it, you know, no matter what. Like, it's not me. I'm just me, you know, I'm normal. I'm not, I'm, you know, I'm not extra like that. I get hot flashes. I'm not going to wear, you know, that. And she's like, well, how about just a ponytail? You know, you can never go wrong with a ponytail. And I was like, well, girl, you know, if you insist. So it just so happened that all this happened with my hair coming out on Sunday. Josetty flew back in on Monday, and I have never been so happy to see another human being in my entire life. She showed up at my house on Tuesday with this, which is a beautiful ponytail. And if you've seen pictures on my Instagram over the last year, I'm wearing it in most of them, especially the ones in the 5 or 6 months after after my hair came out. So this was a lifesaver. And again, she had this specially made for me by her hair person in Peru, but ponytails are very, very, very easy to find at any wig store. And with this, it was not quite the right color, so I would just put my purple shampoo in it to make it a little more silver, so that it would kind of match my match my aesthetic. And once your hair is back, you know, the color doesn't have to be exact, because, you know, when your hair is pulled back, it looks a little bit darker anyways. So this was absolutely a lifesaver, and I thank God for Josetty and being extra and insisting, because yeah, this thing totally saved my life. So these are the tools that that I got immediately in the aftermath of the hair loss that really you know, helped me to get through the next few months, to cover it up when I was out in public. I mean, this is a very it's a very personal, very embarrassing thing, and sharing it with all of you is one thing, but, you know, I was gonna say, but perfect strangers are something different. I guess some of you guys are perfect strangers, but you don't feel like it to me. You know, you feel like family. So, so I don't mind telling you guys stuff. And again, you know, my Facebook family, the people who are watching me on live, you know, I didn't mind sharing with them, but I just didn't want everybody else in the world to be like, well, what's wrong with her? Well, what happened to her? And I'll say I have a house guest staying with me right now. Her name's Darlene. We've been friends for 25 years, and she lives in Atlanta. And she came to see me around this time last year, and she thought I had cancer. She thought I was lying to her because I looked so bad. She said, and she's like, oh, you're so sweet. You're like, I'm like, do you think I'm lying to you, darling? She's like, well, you're so sweet. I think you would lie to me. And I said, well, ask the two ladies that work here. And she's like, I already did. And she goes, you could be lying to them too. So, you know, obviously people do judge when they see things, and, you know, a real friend will tell you when they're judging, but, you know, with total strangers, I just didn't want to go out looking like that. So, under normal circumstances, the hat was everything, because you guys know I'm all about my Lululemons and my t-shirts. So, and my Nikes. So this went perfect. And, like, the hardest thing was going to church, because I didn't want to wear like the ponytail, you know, to church. And obviously I can't wear this to church. So church was a little bit of a struggle, but my friend Rose and Ben sent me some of her Bow Turbans, which are super duper cute. And so I would wear those to church, or, you know, try to find a way to wear the little extensions that Joanne made me, or, you know, or find some way to pull it back. I mean, the problem was when I pulled it back, there really wasn't anything to pull back. So I don't know, like it didn't look good, but hey, you know, when in Rome, you got to do what you got to do, right? So at any rate, these are the tools and things that I bought immediately in the aftermath of my hair loss. And I will say that some of these are pretty life-changing. In the next set of videos, I do want to get into the actual like hair care products that I was using in the immediate aftermath, and kind of as time went on, as my hair started to come back. And then I want to get into the supplements, because I think there's some pretty life-changing products and supplements in those. So if you're interested in this series, make sure you do not miss those videos, as those will be coming as well. So again, I really just want to say thank you so much for all the love on the first video. It was not an easy video to make. It's not easy to share this kind of thing. It's embarrassing, and you know, I just can't say thank you enough for just being so kind and loving, and for sharing your stories with me. And I mean, the whole reason that I really wanted to do this was because so many people reached out to me of every age category, and I realized how widespread this problem really is, and yet nobody really talks about it. So so I thought it was important to talk about for that reason. And with that, I will leave you for today, but I love you guys so much, and I just appreciate you again. Have a great day, everybody, and be blessed. Bye.